Hi, Shilpa.
Hi, Paul. Shima, how are you?
Nice that you are here to learn, which is amazing.
Okay,
I'm not
thank you.
waiting for anyone. Okay, we got one more person. So, were you able to sign into your Easy Speak?
Yes.
Perfect. So, any difficulty in working on Easy Speak so far, Shilpa? Can you turn your camera on?
It's actually, I turn on camera, but some problem, right?
Oh, okay. All right.
Stop video. No, it's not giving me the option. Hi, Paul. Shima, how are you?
So, nice that you are here to learn, which is amazing.
Okay,
I'm not
thank
waiting
you.
for anyone. Oh, I'm listening to myself. Give me 1 second. So were you able to sign into your Easy Speak?
Yes.
Perfect. Because I'm running it online, so it automatically echoes in the background. Yes, now I can see you. If
All
you
right,
show me
hello
cooking,
guys.
then I will be very hungry. Yes, Mr. Prabhu, you were saying something?
I just said good evening, nothing else.
No, good evening, sir. Good evening. Yes, great. So we have Raj and Shilpa here. So we started talking about it. So I was asking Shilpa if she was able to sign Easy Speak and do the task we discussed last time. These are a couple things we took over, why we need it, where do we want to start it, and how the invites were going on to you. Is there any questions so far? Rajendran, Mr. Madan Chauhan, welcome, and Shilpa about all these.
No, Paul. Like I don't have any specific questions related to the portal.
Okay, good. And you could sign in, you could do the common things like we spoke about marking your presence or absence, requesting a speech, accepting a role, sending emails, and
I think I was able to do that. Like uh, complete my attendance last time. This today I have not logged in. Like my computer is giving some problem, so
okay,
I've been using my mobile.
okay, alrighty, that's fine. So ask Astish, as new president, he is giving free computer to people.
It's it's something to do with the most recent update that that is causing some problem with my laptop.
So we Shilpa, everything okay with you?
Actually, I was just the documents which you Satish has sent last week. I was just going through those.
No, I'm talking about the Easy
Through
Speak
that.
program.
We are talking about now. Easy Speak is the tool, the scheduling tool. That's the training that is going on right now.
Okay.
So
So have
Shilpa,
you
this
signed
tool
into
that will
Easy?
allow you to get into the meetings, make your attendance felt. If you want to speak or present a speech, then you can schedule your speech a month, a month or 2 months in advance. So that's what the tool is about. Nobody has been using it. Now with this training, we are hoping that all the new members and all the existing members will start using this going forward.
Okay. So
Do we
for
have a mobile app or something like this, like to to resemble the same behavior?
You can open Easy Speak on mobile, but it's not that mobile friendly.
Okay,
Raj,
okay.
I would not recommend anything that you do with Toastmasters. You use mobile.
Mobile
That
phone.
includes your meeting. You can imagine the amount of faces, number of faces that you see. How much?
True.
Unless you are in a space where you cannot use your laptop. You're driving. You're going somewhere. That's the only time I would recommend you use your phone. Don't use your phone. Use your big screen, whatever device you have at home. That's the best for your experience.
Correct. Yeah, I got
Let
that.
me let me come back to Shilpa's question. So I just want to make sure she understands it before we move forward. So Shilpa, this was the email that was sent out to you.
Okay. Yeah.
And when you click on this, it will take you to your club meeting, and then you will insert, you can change your username, password, email address, anything using by clicking on the profile at the top of the screen.
Yeah.
If you see that, there is this profile link up here.
Yeah. So I already changed the password. Like I could yeah, log in and change the password, and I can see the agenda and all those things for that. Like every last week also I could like view, and this today also I could see. Yeah. So
Awesome. That is fantastic. That's what I wanted to know from you.
okay.
So now I will move forward with it. And how do I get rid of this thing? Alrighty, so here we are. So, and I also told you that if you don't understand any role, you can always click on the link and it will tell you about details of the role. And the script for all the roles were posted by Satish Prabhu. The list was compiled by our Toastmaster Kiran Potula. It is in the club WhatsApp group. So if you can download that forever, it will help you a lot. So we spoke about marking your presence absence. We spoke about requesting a speech. Then we spoke about some common actions last time, that you can always find a meeting and click on the meeting positions available and opt in for a role. You can try it. There are some meetings open with agendas up there. You can go past 20th June and you will find meetings there. Today you can book your speech for any meeting up to August end. We have all those lined up for you.
Okay, sure.
So it will make you schedule and organize your life very easy using Toastmasters. So you won't have to contact me or tell our future president that I want to give a speech. Everything will be automatically handled. So today I want to talk about sending emails. So when you are in the portal and if you want to reach out to anyone, you will see this is where you can send emails. Under this tab, My Communication, you will find discussion forum. If you put any question here, it will be seen by the members of MCTC and anyone can respond to this. And then photo album, if you want to upload your picture, send message to president, send message to vice president education, send message to trader, contact other members. When you click these, you will see all the members in a line and you can specifically send an email to anyone you want. Do you think this is going to help? Have you looked at that?
Yeah, no, I did not went through this. So like it's good actually. I can ask questions and yeah, to anyone, president or VP. Yeah, that's good actually. Yeah.
I would recommend that you sign up into Easy Speak as we speak right now.
Okay.
So you can follow along. You can open your Easy Speak and see where I'm talking.
Sure.
It is only at some point you will find a problem locating these men. They're very simple. If you know a little bit of technology, you will find all these things up there.
Actually, I'm already in the Easy Speak. Yeah.
Okay.
So I could see the my communication. Yeah, that yeah, I can see all those.
You can see all these things there.
Yes.
That is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Mr. Chauhan, are you on same page with us?
Yes.
I'm going to be.
Okay. So now I'm going to move forward. If you know nothing about something and you get confused, there is a tab called Help Options. And there's a wealth of knowledge up here. Discussion forums, knowledge map, there are user groups too, there are some videos too, and you can, if you don't find anything specific that you are looking for, you can even contact Easy Speak. And then if you want to add a club in future, which is maybe sometime later you have your own club, I wish, you can all use all these options here. So I'm moving forward to show you how this thing look like. I'm going to open up my Easy Speak. Why can't I open it? How do I cancel this? Oh, here. Okay, sorry. So this is where I am. So if you click on help options, when you click on the knowledge map, are you seeing this? Are you seeing this knowledge map?
I am.
Yes, we can see it.
Okay. So
Yes.
Easy Speak, overview of the Easy Speak using links from your club website. My PC won't log me in automatically. Then there comes club management. So they categorized it using this site: club management, club control panel, running the meeting, getting started. Everything about this Easy Speak is here. If you need immediate help, and you can always refer back to it. Creating a meeting, and then there will be roles as well, and it will tell you. So what I want to tell you in a nutshell is everything, and everything is here: the role and responsibilities of club president, vice president, and then there will be roles for other Toastmasters too. Everything is right here: joke masters, quiz masters, chairperson, parliamentarian, word master, video master. You name any and you have it here. Toastmaster. What's the role of Toastmaster? And it is going to tell you what Toastmaster actually does. Right? And like I told you in the beginning, everything is available in the script. If you want to rehearse that, go find that script. Mr. Chauhan, are we together on this so far?
Yes, I am.
Perfect. So now, let's say you want to give speech after speech after speech, and you don't find any slot in our club calendar because people have already booked up their meeting. You have an option to reach out to other clubs too. So if you click on meetings, this is a calendar, this opens up, and you will see all these clubs are meeting online. And you find any that interests you and timing. You see, when I put my cursor on it, it shows me that Rancho Bernardo Toastmaster is some event starting at 7 p.m. I think it is today, or no, it is on 8th of June or July.
Paul, I was doing on the, you were talking about meetings. But did you click on that for the calendar?
Yeah, if you go to meeting, you can even click calendar.
Oh, calendar, okay, so for the first thing. Okay.
And the calendar is going to tell you how many clubs are meeting, what are them meeting times. Like today, it shows on Thursday, June 3rd, IPC met at 12 p.m. Right? And now we are on here today, and we'll see, today is what, 6, right? Okay. So you see, Malton Community Club is highlighted here. We are here at this moment. But there are other clubs meeting the same time. So you can probably pick anyone if you have additional speech to deliver. And then you will see their time frame is here. But this is European time, London time. This is international club. If you want to reach out to them, no problem with it. You can always throw an email to them. I'm just trying to show you the menu where things are lying. And here you can subscribe to a web calendar. I don't think I did that, but you can click on this, subscribe, and it will keep syncing the events with your online calendar.
I don't see nothing on mine. I see that, but there's nothing on there.
Okay, this is when you click on the meetings tab, it is down the lowest thing is subscribe to web calendar.
Like on yours, I see number of meetings there, but on my screen, I don't see any.
Okay. Maybe I will check it out later with you.
Okay.
So then we can come back to, this is our home tab. This is meet our members. Oh, this is the European club. So let me get to my own club. So these are our members, and fortunately, we three of us have pictures here. Rest all are photo shy, I guess. But every phone number is right here. Meet our members. These people decided to make their phone numbers public. So that's why you can see. Mr. Pratipal Sin Wagela. Welcome, sir. Welcome. He is a guest, and I don't know from where. Can you turn your camera on, sir, so we can have a little interaction in about 12 minutes with you? 12, 20 minutes. Is everyone following up me on this all platform here?
Yes, I'm following. Actually, I am having the same question. Like here,
Hello.
subscribe to web calendar. Can you hear me, Paul?
Yeah, maybe let me change my profile to club member view. Then I will see if I can see it or not. Give me 1 second. Now I'm signed in as a club member, and you see here. Can you see this screen?
Yeah.
So just be under the meeting list. This tab, I see this tab here.
Subscribe to web calendar.
Do you, Mr. Chauhan, do you want to share your screen with me?
I am on a different computer.
And Shilpa, do you want to share your Easy Speak screen with me?
Just a minute. I'll yeah, do that.
Meanwhile, Mr. Vagela, where are you from?
He is muted.
He's frozen too, I guess.
Anyway,
Let me give you permission to share your screen. So when you click on the share screen on Zoom, you would be able to share your window.
The green button on the bottom. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So can you click on the meeting tab there? Oh, you already have it.
yeah,
The
this is
menu
what
is
I see
open.
on mine too.
Okay. So I guess time zone name must be set in club data in order to publish web calendar for your club. Please contact your club administrator to make this change. Okay, I have
see.
seen that and I will check into this.
So can I stop sharing?
Yeah, I can see that. Nah? Satish, do you see that?
Yeah, I see that. I think we can.
I will find out what it is all about.
Yeah.
Mr. Vagela, can you hear me? Alright, it's coming back here. So this is where you can contact with those members also if you want. If they have shared, you can also put your nice picture up here, so people can know how you look like. So this is our home screen, and this is members page, because now I'm in member option here. This is what I am seeing, but I'm not sure if you can customize this screen or everyone sees it like that.
I think we're seeing the same thing.
Perfect. So these are meetings that are lined up until 15th August. So Shilpa, if you go on your home page and then click members page, this is where you will come in.
Yeah, I could see. Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Now you can see that these meetings are available, and you can always pick one, and then if it allows you, like first speaker, second speaker, third speaker position is open, you can probably request a speech by clicking here and then picking up a date and time from this calendar. You will see those dates up here too. And you can put your first preference, your second preference, third preference. It will be same every time. You can change those, because I already clicked, it won't let me change it now. So here you will put your speech title, you will put your pathway which you are working on, and then you will put your preferred date right here. This is how it will work. Play around with it a little bit. The purpose of this session is just to make you aware that is very simple software to navigate, and it is very helpful for a seamless experience, and we can run the meeting. We can use the time that we use to schedule meetings or speeches and allocate roles in a better way. We can put it somewhere else, which helps club grow better. Right? So now, is there anything else you want to know, Mr. Prabhu? You want me to put something?
So for 20th June, already 7 speakers has been added, right? They already booked, or I can add again on my, or how is it?
Yeah, if you want to give a speech, then I will help you with that. I will take my name out, put your name in there.
Could not hear me.
So these are our annual reviews, and you can always follow along how many speeches people gave, right? You see, every speech given is registered here.
What screen was? What did you click on the speeches?
This is annual. When you go on this club tab, and down there is annual meeting review.
Yes. Oh, this club.
Welcome, Mr. Nandunuri. Sorry, forgive me if I'm mispronouncing it.
No problem. Thank you very much. Thank you for letting me know, Reminder. Thank you very much.
So annual meeting review basically tells you who was the Toastmaster, what was the theme of the meeting, what was the word of the day. Everything you can track down here. It keeps a good track of it. So last meeting, Mr. Prabhu was Toastmaster, and this was the theme of the meeting. And then if anyone got awards, they are all listed here. So we can always check out the performance at end of the year. And then how many speeches were delivered. Right? So we can tell, you can check out how many awards were given to our club. And then this is participants, who had what role. This is very important when you want to see your progress, how many meetings you attend, how many speeches you gave, when were you awarded. This is a great summary for yourself as well. This comes here from this club to club meeting review. So these things are different things. As you play around with this software, you will get more into it, and you will find more information about it. And then you have the club directors. If you want to find any club, you can search any club by city name or by club name. Did I put 3 S's here? Yes, I put 3 S's here.
What was that? A club search?
Yes, sir. Sorry, no club matches this screen.
Which screen is that from? Is it from the same screen? This club?
This is go to
Oh, go to.
and club search. User search, neighboring clubs, map, club websites, district stats if they upload it here. I don't know that. But when I added Mississauga, I got these 2 clubs in Mississauga. And it shows me when they meet. If I want to give a guest speech, I can request their VP education and request for a speech. If I don't get time in my club, I can move to the second club, and every club will, if they have spot for guest speeches, they will let you come in. Right? And here is your profile. And you can see everything about yourself. And here is when on images tab, this is where you will put up your image. So this is on profile tab, profile, and put your tab name, click on your profile, and here you can upload your picture. So that's how picture will be seen by everyone. If you need any additional help, feel free to click these video tutorials. Everything is here. Easy Speak for club members, Easy Speak requested speech is a great help. So the more you start using it, the better it is for the entire club. So I guess we have 3 minutes left, and I'm going to stop it here. Unless you have a question, please let me know.
I have a question actually, Paul. Can you hear me?
Yes.
For June 20th, I want to book for the speaker, right? As a speaker. So it's already 7 speakers are already added, right? So I can add on
Yeah,
that?
don't worry. I will remove a space for you.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
Yeah, no worries. So we have a guest here today, Pratipal Singh. Do you want to tell us where are you from?
Hi there. I'm from Malton right now, Mr.
Okay.
Aga. Yeah, I just came last year in like 2020. Directly go to the Saskatoon and then I moved to the Mississauga.
Oh,
Because
okay.
of
Because when I saw your phone number, I couldn't figure out where this phone number is, and I
yeah,
was very afraid of spam. So I looked at it. Then I
yeah.
said, "So
So
what?"
it's a Saskatchewan number, right? That's why.
Oh, there's a Saskatchewan number. Well, welcome
Yeah,
to Toronto,
yeah.
and
Thank you.
we're so happy to have you here.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Mr. Satish Prabhu is the upcoming president from July 1st. Right now, I am holding that position.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, and nice to see you back, Mr. Venkata Nedunri. Sorry, I keep
One
missing
more
you.
guest, Prince.
Can
I
you
see
can
another
you
name.
teach us how to spell your last name, please, Mr.
Nedunuri.
Venk?
It's a Nedunuri. Nedunuri. Nedunuri.
Nedunuri. Nedunuri.
Yeah.
Nedunuri.
Yeah.
Thanks, sir. You are very kind that you keep forgiving us for messing up with your last name.
No problem.
So,
It's okay.
Pratipal, Mr. Venkata is also a guest like you, and today he is playing the role of a timer in our
Yeah.
club. We are so
Plus,
grateful.
yeah, we have another guest, Prince. If he can come on camera, that'll be great.
Yes, I want to see the prince, how prince look like. Never had seen a prince in real life.
Good evening, fellas. My name is Prince, and I am unfortunately unable to turn my camera on. I don't know why, but my camera just doesn't seem to be responding. So you'll have to content yourself with that stupid face that you see. That you see.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Nice talking to you. And now we will be moving on to our club meeting, regular meeting. But before, let's go ahead with it. Mr. Carlton, the meeting is all in your hands, sir.
Thank you, Paul. Wonderful session with the Easy Speak. Great. I think great learning for everyone. Carlton, over to you.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much. Yeah, Paul, that was a great session for Easy Speak. I learned a lot in it as well, and I hope all the new members learned something as well. Okay, so welcome everybody to the Malton Community Toastmasters Club. So to begin our meeting, I would like to state our mission in Toastmasters. And the mission is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. At this time, can I please ask all of you guys to please turn your cell phones onto mute? And as well, if you're not speaking, if you can kindly mute yourselves so that way it does not disrupt the meeting. And at this time, I'd like to pass over now power to our president, Mr. Paul Chima. Paul Chima.
Thank you very much, Mr. SAA. That was very encouraging statement. That it was a useful session, helps me a lot, and keeps me energized for the next training session. So I welcome the guest, Pratipal Singh Wagela and Venkata Nedunuri and Prince. I couldn't see Prince right on the screen, but welcome to all three of you, and we hope your session with us will be a great learning curve and you will like it. At the end of the meeting, we would request you to give your feedback about how you like this meeting. I was watching the TV show called Military Diaries. It's made up, it's a Netflix show, and it's a kind of interviews with brigadiers. They're talking about their achievements and how they overcome. And one particular thing caught my attention. It was the filing and the parade of the military people. And you know, when they are in parade, their feet are in perfect sync. If they're turning their neck, everyone turns the neck same time. If they're lifting their rifle, it's lifting the same sequence. It is such a synchronous event that people get mesmerized seeing it. Why they do it? Why parade? Why all this drill? Does this help them be better? What's the bottom line of doing the drill every day, non-stop, be it war zone or be it just peaceful zone? So this brigadier on interview was telling that we run parade to instill a feeling of camaraderie among each other and to create a discipline. So I said, wow, that's fantastic thought. And to me, it looked like draining exercise. So not only parade keeps people fit, but it also has a purpose to keep them energized, charged, and ready to act on a command. Can we bring the same ideology, same thing into our Toastmaster Club? That we act in a very synchronous way to focus on imparting training, learning to other people, and at the same time get disciplined, get up there and be in the meeting at the right time, at the right moment, and ready to participate. I was speaking to Ashwich today, who couldn't be in the meeting because it is a great day for his family. It is his wife's birthday, and he said, Paul, I am mesmerized by your energy. He kept saying again and again, in this age. I say, I'm just 35-year-old guy. I'm not Madan Chauhan, who is 58. Yeah, I'm just 35 years old. And he said, really? I never thought it, because you keep dyeing your hair. That's what I do. So we wish Ashwi's wife a really happy birthday today, even he is not here. We want to take note of it. And today we have another amazing person. He has humor built into his speeches. And today is his mother's happy birthday. New member Gursimran is here. He will be here for a very short while, and then he has to leave. I just requested him to come for a brief time. So today is his mom's birthday. Happy birthday to your mom, Gursimran.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, Paulji. Thank you all.
Wish you will live long and stay happy and healthy. And he has to go to Gurdwara, and that's fantastic. So let's be like military guys. Let's have a drill. Let's have a focus. Let's have a chain of command. Let's follow that and be here non-stop, rain or shine, relatives in or out. We have to be here in the club meetings. Can I have that kind of a promise from all of you? Fabulous. I'm so happy with that. And now I'm going to hand it over to our chairperson, Mr. Satish Prabhu, who has to conduct an installation ceremony, never done before, first time, Mr. Prabhu's idea, and we respect it. We love this idea actually. So Mr. Prabhu, if I would request you, please, we will have to release Gursimran as fast as we can.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, Paul. Are you guys all excited?
Yes.
Yes, always.
I am sure you're all excited. I am very excited. And you know why I am excited? It's a childhood feeling that I had growing up. Whenever some new guests showed up or were going to show up, if your parents told you today some guests are coming and they are going to, and it would make us more happy if they are going to stay with us for some time. I grew up in a very small place in Bombay, with about 150 square feet of space for all of us. But we always had room for others. And Malton Community Toastmasters, I have the same feeling. We are like a family, and we always like to invite guests. And when those guests decide to become members and they become new members, that adds that renewed energy, makes us feel better. And that's what the excitement is all about for me today. So today we are going to recognize all the new faces that we have in the last few months who have joined us, and we will do a proper formal induction ceremony. Now, this is something that many clubs don't follow for whatever reasons. And I find it's very, very important that when you start your Toastmasters journey, you do everything in the right way. And so here we are. Without further ado, I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to put something up here, which Paul kind of concluded with his speech, where he asked us to make a promise. Now, this is a promise that every Toastmaster makes when they are formally inducted as members in any club. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
And can you see what a Toastmasters promise is? So when I joined a club, I was actually given a small printout, which I could put in my wallet. So all this came in a small credit card size paper or a card, and it was printed, and I was handed this, and I was formally inducted, and I was given a pin that I still have on my coat. That gives you a feeling of belongingness. That gives you a proper feeling that you're now belonging to something. You are a member of something. So here it is. I'm going to lead the promise, and all the new members who have joined. So if Paul can read out the names of the new members before I start, I would like all of them to take their right hand and put it on the left side of your heart, and we will go through this ceremony. Okay, so Paul, if you can read out the names of all the new members. So we know they are here and they are the new members. They are the ones being inducted. Unfortunately, we are not doing this in a physical, location. Otherwise, that gives it a lot more grandeur and meaning, and the ambience makes it so much different.
Stacey, why don't we all renew it again? We all
Absolutely.
do it.
Everybody can go through this. Yes, you are right. You are right, Madanji. We can all do it.
Renew
Definitely. It. Yeah, we can definitely do it. So here is, hold on. I'm trying to get to my speech here. Sorry. So here we are. Okay. Being a Toastmaster means more than simply making a commitment to self-development. Everyone who joins a Toastmasters club is making a commitment to the club, to its members, and to the organization as a whole. What do you pledge to the speaking, to the Malton Community Toastmasters Club? So here is the pledge that you see on the screen, and every one of us can mumble it out and say it. As a member of Toastmasters International and the Malton Community Toastmasters Club, I promise. So if you can put your hand to your heart and say, I promise to
As a member of
club meetings
Toastmasters
regularly, to
prepare all my
Oh.
projects to the best of my ability, placing them on the Toastmaster education program, to prepare for all fulfillment meeting assignments, to provide fellow members with helpful constructive evaluation,
to help the
club maintain the positive, friendly environment necessary for all members to learn and grow,
to serve my club as an officer when
When called upon to do so,
to treat my fellow club members,
our guests
and
with respect and
courtesy, to bring guests to club member meeting so that we can see the benefits Toastmaster membership offers. to adhere to the
the
guidelines,
guidelines and rules for all
all the
Toastmasters
Toastmaster
educational and
educational,
recognition programs, and to maintain honest and highly ethical standards during the conduct of all Toastmasters activities. So do you take that promise? Yes. Can we say all say yes?
Yes.
yes,
Yes, we do. Okay. So club members, the others who are already club members, can we take this promise? Can we, the members of Malton Toastmasters Club, pledge to support the new members in their quest for self-development, to provide them with positive, helpful evaluations, to maintain a
Yes.
friendly, supportive atmosphere, to give them opportunities to help others, and to make their Toastmasters membership a rewarding and fulfilling experience? Do we make that promise?
Yes.
yes,
Yes, we do.
Yes.
I do.
yes, sure,
Thank
I do.
you.
I do.
So
I do.
let's do that. And with that, I would like to basically give the certificates that Paul is going to display right now. We cannot physically give the certificates of membership. So here is all the membership. So Gursimranjit Singh, you are now officially recognized as a member of Malton Toastmasters Community Club.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much all.
Congratulations, Gursimranjit. Thank you for coming today. Let's
Yeah,
go
sure,
to the
thank
next
you.
one. Do we have
Next
the other
one.
ones?
Yes, we have all these amazing certificates here. That's what I
Wonderful.
do all the time. So we have
Let's go through each
Alvinder is
one of
not in
them.
the meeting today. Navdeep is not in the meeting. Ravinder is not in the meeting.
Okay.
We have Shilpa.
We have Shilpa. We have
Vidya.
Kalvinder. Is Kalvinder in? Shilpa.
Shilpa, we will be mailing this out to your address very soon. You will receive it.
Congratulations, Shilpa, and welcome to the club.
Okay,
And
thank
I
you.
hope your journey is just the beginning, and you will contribute and grow with us. All
Yes.
right.
And then we move over to our Tanuja is not here today. We have Vidya,
Vidya,
and Vidya's certificate is right up here. Sorry, we have to play around a bit.
that's okay. We are waiting. I'm sure we would
Thank
like
you.
to see it. Vidya, congratulations and welcome to Malton Toastmasters Club.
Yeah, that egg took so long to crack. Finally, we cracked it.
Wonderful. We have Raj,
We have Raj, and we are
Rajendran.
grateful. Yes. Where is Raj's certificate?
And is Ravinder here today? No, she's not here.
No, Ravinder is not here today.
Okay.
You will
Did we
have
miss
to-
anyone? Let me ask, is there anyone we missed?
You will have to give me 1 second
Sure.
because I think I misplaced Rajendra's certificate somewhere. When it saves some different.
Last name?
I'm sorry, I
Very hard to fit in my last name into the certificate.
say that again.
No, were you able to fit in the last name of?
17 character last name.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean 17 letters.
No, 17 letter KALEESHWARAMOORTHY. Is that the name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not? We can fit everything, but unfortunately, you just have to pardon me.
Okay.
I-
Maybe we can do it somewhere.
Yeah, it seems like saved in some other folder by accident.
Okay.
But we,
Thank you. Yeah, Raj, welcome to Toast and he's already taken on a executive position.
Yes.
He'll be the sergeant at arms, and he will be the one opening and closing our meetings every meeting. Wonderful.
Good
thank
pleasure.
you.
All right, all the new members, thank you. And we will be here. We are all here to support you in your journey, and we hope you will contribute and pass on the learning that you learn to any new members that come afterwards. Thank you. So let's move on to the next part of the agenda. So back to our Toastmaster. I will pass it on to Muhammad, who's the Toastmaster of the day. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much, Chairperson, and hello and good evening, everyone, fellow friends, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guests. My name is Muhammad Bukhari, and today I will be your Toastmaster of the day. So today is going to be a very interesting meeting. We have speeches lined up. We also have our table topic session, and we also are going to have our general evaluation session, which is going to be taking place towards the end. Now, before I begin, I would like to first ask the grammarian, Mr. Raj, to please, in a few seconds, describe what his role is and what the word of the day is.
Mr. Bukhari, can you start your video, please?
Was my video off?
Yes.
So I'm sorry. No, my video was on though. It's on.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I see.
Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. So yeah, apologies, a little bit of technical difficulties, but yes. So I would like to ask Raj, who is our grammarian, to please describe his role and what is the word of the day. So Raj, the stage is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Bukhari. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Today I'm going to play the role of grammarian. This is going to be my second role at MCTC Club, and being today is my first day being a grammarian. So the word of the day today, the role description is it goes like this. So a grammarian introduces a new word at every MCTC meeting, and the purpose is to introduce a new word, improve the language usage and the vocabulary of the fellow Toastmasters and the members. And as a part of this, I will also count the usages of the particular word of the day throughout the speech or throughout the meetings, and finally share the count of the word word of the day, and also note down the filler words like oo, and the other filler words being used throughout the speeches and during the meeting time. So today the word of the day is souvenir, and it's basically a noun, and it's used in the normal day-to-day times, like to describe an article or a thing that is purchased as a reminder or a memory of a place you visited. For example, I usually buy a souvenir whenever I go to Niagara Falls or any historical places. So that's the kind of a day-to-day use where I have seen this one. But yes, I'm interestingly waiting to see where our fellow Toastmasters are going to use this word in their speeches. So yeah, that's all. The word is souvenir. So that's it for now.
Thank you very much, Mr.
And how many times do we have to speak that, sir? What's the goal?
The goal is I'll say 10 times. I think 10 times throughout the speeches.
Thank you.
Sounds good. Okay. All right. So yeah, with that being said, let's all try to aim and strive towards our goal of reaching the word of the day 10 times. If we could do it more, that'd be great, but let's see how it goes. And now I would like to, next up, I would like to bring up our timer, which is Mr. Venkat, to please explain his role as a timer. Mr. Venkat, stage is yours.
Right. Thank you. I'm Venkat. I'm playing a very important role today. That is time. So, in my childhood, my father always telling me that there are two great warriors in the world, living in the lifetime. That is the patience, another one is the time. So fortunately, I got a important role to play that as a timer. Generally, God will play the time, right? So for this today as a Toastmaster club, I got an opportunity to being a timer. So every speaker, whenever speaker speaking, I just display 3 different colors. 30 seconds. After 30 seconds, I play. I show green, and 45 seconds I play. I show amber, and then after 1 minute I show red. So by the time when red showing, the speaker will trying to close his the speech, trying to close whatever he's trying to let us. He's trying to educate us or letting us know that would be he has to close his words, and then we can move on to the next schedule on the call. Thank you very much for giving this opportunity today.
Thank you very much, Venkat. I'm sorry I'm interrupting for a second, Mr. Toastmaster.
Sure,
Mr. Venkat, can you actually show how will you be displaying them? So speeches will be 5 to 7 minutes. At 5 minutes, you will show the green background.
Right? Are you able to see my screen? Green?
Oh, you won't be able to share screen during the speeches. So let me, I know this is brand new role for you. I will just quickly give you a walk-in. If you are in Zoom and you click on the camera icon, right?
Okay.
When you click the camera icon, there's an up arrow and it says choose virtual background.
Yeah.
So when you choose virtual background, the color screen that you have, at 5 minutes you will pick this color, your background will change. And then at 6 minutes, can you stop the screen share?
Let me stop my screen. Okay, let me give 1 minute. Yeah. Yeah.
Right? So then you can choose your virtual background, green, at 5 minutes. If the speech is 5 to 7 minutes, at 6 minutes, you will change it to amber or yellow. And when time comes to 7 minutes, you will turn it to red, and it stays red for as long as speaker doesn't end the speech. Speakers doesn't have to end speech if it is left, but be mindful of the time that next time you're going to conform your speech within the time limit, because in Toastmasters timings are very essential and you have to follow that. You get disqualified if you are even 1 second over the allocated time in speech contest. So are you okay with this, Mr. Venkat?
So you said there is a virtual background, right? I opened.
Yeah, you see the stop video icon on your screen there on the Zoom app on the lower left corner.
Yeah.
There is an up arrow.
Yeah.
When you click the up arrow, you will see choose virtual background.
Yeah.
And when you click the virtual background, if you don't have the background, the color that I sent you a while ago, you can add them as images. You see there's a little plus sign there.
Yeah.
So when you click that, it's going to ask you add image or add video. Then pick add image, find the file, and it will become your background.
Okay.
All right. So don't worry. I'm just giving you heads up on that. If you can do 100%, we are okay with it. You are doing just for the first time. And even seasoned people, they can't sometimes handle it. We are okay with it. So please carry on. Sorry for this interruption. I think it was needed. Back to you, to Mr. Toastmaster.
No, that's absolutely fine. Yes, as you mentioned, timing is really critical, and we don't want to make sure that we do not miss even 1 second or 1 minute. So thank you for that, Mr. President, for that explanation of time. And then the next segment on the agenda was also Humor Master, but I noticed that we don't really have anyone for that. So do we amend that part?
Sorry, I missed that.
I was just going to talk about how on the agenda it also described the Humor Master, and as I know that name was blank. There's no one on that name.
Yeah, leave it then. We can move on with whatever rules are available.
Sounds good. And then the next part, now from there, we begin our first speech session. So I would like to ask our first evaluator, Mr. Satish Prabhu, to speak about our first speaker, Carlton DeCosta's speech and speech title and objective. So, Mr. Satish Prabhu, please go ahead.
Yeah, Carlton is presenting a speech related to mentoring. So today he is going to speak on an aspect when where mentoring was involved and what is the vision of Toastmasters as far as mentoring is concerned. So he will be sharing that in his speech today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Evaluator. And now, without any further ado, let's begin our first speech. So, with our first speech, I would like to call upon our first speaker, Mr. Carlton DeCosta, to deliver his speech. Please get up for Mr. Carlton DeCosta.
Thank you, everybody. If I can have each one of you guys your microphones. Before
Can everyone turn their microphones off, please?
Wonderful, thank you. Okay, yeah, just to avoid any distraction. Thank you, guys. Okay, so let me see if I can share my screen and get this going. Okay. Okay, can everybody see that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, so welcome everybody to another Toastmasters session. So today I'd like to talk about Picasso's rising tide and the law of 33%, using mentors to shave years off your learning curve. And this was a really interesting pathway that I've chosen, and this module that I've come across is mentorship. And mentors have made a world of difference in my life, and I'm sure with you guys as well. Each mentor has given me insights over time, and there's different mentors in my life that I'd like to talk about. So these are just some of the mentors that were in my life. It all began with my father and my mother. So my dad really set the tone and set my character, taught me all the good stuff like honesty, having humility, being open and interested in other people, giving them time to listen to what they have to say, so you can learn from them. So my father and my mother were one of them. Another one was my older brother, and he was a very key important mentor because he taught me what not to do. Every week, my mom would have to ask my dad to go to the store and buy a new broom, because every week my mom would break the broom by hitting my brother for all the stuff he would do wrong. So just by learning what not to do, it saved me a lot of pain. So that's another mentor in my life. Another one was a real estate broker. So I came to Canada when I was 13 years old, very young. You know, it was a new country, and I just was interested with new friends. And one of the real estate brokers that sold my dad a house, he sat me down and he explained to me what resources are available in Canada, and how if he could go back in time at my age at 13, some of the things he would do and some of the things he would not do. So by having him as a mentor, it really set the tone in terms of my financial game. So that was another mentor in my life that made a big difference. And the next one that happened was when I got my first job in FedEx, and his name was Mohammed. He taught me about what are my strengths and weaknesses. He taught me about a strength, which is listening. And he sat me down and he said, Carlton, you have a really good strength of listening. And it really got me aware to understand what my strengths and weaknesses are. So it goes back to Picasso stating, good artists copy, great artists steal. And it's really important to steal and copy and model yourself with successful people. You see that in Toastmasters as well. Some of the leaders and like the president, the VP of education, these guys are real models in Toastmasters. And if you copy and emulate them, you just raise up your standard towards that. The next one is John F. Kennedy talked about a rising tide raises all ships. And isn't that why we're all here? We're all trying to raise ourselves up. Well, guess what, guys? If you get yourself around people that are already high up, automatically it tends to raise you guys up as well. So that's a quote from John F. Kennedy. And the law of 33% is something really important. And it's just something that I grasped about 5 years ago. And what it states is that you spend 1/3 of your time with people 20 years behind of you, not just in age, but even in the field that you're in. Another 33% of the time with people that are on your level. These are your friends that are going through the same struggle as you. And the next one is so important that everybody avoids it, is spending time with people 20 years ahead of you. And those are the people that will make you feel uncomfortable because they'll push a button. They might give you feedback through criticism, but they will actually teach you what to do in order to raise yourself up. And this is just one of the movies. If for those of you guys over here, can I see a raise of hand? Who has watched this movie, The Karate Kid? Okay, wonderful. There's some of you guys. For those of you guys that have not watched this movie, you need to really watch it and understand it because it teaches you how a mentor might teach you in ways that the student might think that he's going to learn one way, but is learning another way. It's a very important movie on learning what the mentor and protege is and how it works together. So if you guys have some time, I would really recommend you guys to go ahead and get that movie. And with that, I would like to end the presentation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Carlton, for a very nice, insightful, and detailed speech about what it means to be a mentor and how important it is, even for myself, to establish relationships with anyone, because anyone can teach you anything, right? Experience comes from, it could be given at any age to anyone, and we're likewise, we're always learning. So yeah, very entitled and very great speech. Good job. Mm-hmm. And now I would like to ask our second evaluator, Miss.
Silence in between, please.
Yeah, before that, can we have 1 minute of silence for the evaluators? Yeah, thank you.
Timer, please let us know when 1 minute is over.
Paul, can I just say something? Your screen is red, so it kind of threw me off. I wasn't too sure if I was over time or not.
My screen?
Yeah, your background was red, so I was thinking maybe I'm out of time.
So I'm sorry, I forgot to change that when I was telling. I was trying to find my photo, couldn't find you because I spotlighted you.
There we go. Okay.
But you are well within time.
Yeah, I wasn't too sure. I was looking at it. I said, okay, I better just wrap it all up.
Mr. Timer, please let us know when 1 minute is over.
Yeah, so unfortunately my device is not supporting virtual background.
No problem, sir. No problem. You can you can just use a piece of papers and write on them red, yellow, and green. You can display that when I spotlight you along with the speaker. That will help.
Yeah.
Or any 3 different colored card if you have got at your home.
Yeah.
Please carry on, sir.
Sure.
Mr. Toastmaster, the meeting in your hand.
Thank you. Yep, thank you very much. And now we're going to get back on schedule. So without any further delay, I would like to now call upon our evaluator for our second speaker, Ms. Kamalji Bola, and she will be She will introduce the speech title and our objectives for our second speaker, Mr. Mother Chauhan. So, Ms. Kamaljeet Bola, the stage is yours.
You are muted, Kamal.
She likes to talk that way.
Okay, so I'm going to repeat what I said. Okay, today I'm evaluating Madan Uncle's speech, and his title is "What I Have Learned," and the objective of his speech is to apply the feedbacks which he received from his last evaluator and give his same speech. So back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you very much, Mr. Evaluator. And now, without any further delay, let's call upon our second speaker, Mr. Madan Chauhan, to begin his speech. So, Mr. Chauhan, stage is yours.
Before I start, can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
I hear you.
You see me as well?
Yep, we can see you.
Okay, I'm going to start now. Thank you very much, my evaluator, Kamal Bola. As the title says, what did I learn? That's what you call in your life. People ask you, what did you learn? Did you learn anything? If somebody tells you something, that's where comes the feedback. And I appreciate Stish Prabhuji. He gave me his feedback for my last speech. And he had pointed out a few of the things on that which I should be improving. The first thing is, good thing I would like to say, what he mentioned to me was that I did a good start. If you remember from my last speech saying, first, F and F. First thing is first. That was about persuading myself first, doing something myself first before I can do anything else. Now the question comes, what he pointed out to me, what I need to improve, what did I learn? But before I go, what did I learn? When did I learn? How did I learn? When do you learn is something when the desire comes from within you to know something. When you begin to know something, when you are anxious to do something, that's when the desire starts saying, when to know. You probably heard a quote, the saying, when the student is ready, teacher appears. When I'm ready to learn, somebody will be there to teach me. For example, today, Paul G taught us on Easy Speak. I'm there to learn as well, because I don't know everything about the Easy Speak. So when I'm ready, I know somebody there to come and teach me. Now, what needs to be improved? Saying, I have this speech evaluation here. I'm going to look at that, saying, you may want to stay focused on just the delivery of your speech to be very effective. So I should concentrate on what I am supposed to deliver. That's one thing important. I should concentrate what I'm supposed to deliver, what I'm supposed to say. And the things I want to improve is my pronunciation. Some words I say may not be rightly said, but that probably will take some time or something will happen while I will be there to improve on there. Now, what do I have to say? That's one thing I have to know, what I have to say. Then I say it. Now, today I'm saying, what did I learn? So I'm telling you, what did I learn and how I learned and when I learned. I learned to stay focused on my speech. Now, I'm going to focus on this today, that I improve on the points being told to me to improve. So my mentor, my teacher, my feedback person, whoever is there, he is telling me to do something good because he has my goodness at his heart. He or she want me to improve, just like any parents, they want to improve their children. they tell their children to do something good, even though the children don't like it. And you may have also heard this quote, sometimes we have to give you a bitter pill. That bitter pill is for your benefit, for my benefit. But it's going to be only benefit if I learn it. If I don't learn it, if I don't take it, the medicine, I won't get better. I won't improve myself. So I thanks to my feedback person last week's evaluation, last meeting's evaluation, Prabhuji, for pointing these things to me. According to other things, it talked about my clarity. It needs improvement. How can I improve my clarity? My clarity I can improve only by talking slowly, by putting my point forward properly. Now, in today's my aim is, what did I learn? That's what I'm putting forward. What did I learn? I learned to be a little slow down, think it carefully, pay attention to what I'm doing, what I'm talking about, what I'm delivering. In that thing, there comes the word souvenir. You know what souvenir is? We mentioned, I'm going to show you one souvenir. I do not know if you people see it or not. It's from the Toastmasters. And it has the Toastmasters value there. Now, these are reminders to me. What did I learn? It says here, integrity, respect, service, and excellence. This is what I learned. Integrity of myself, my speech, respect for my feed person who gives me feed, and serve the Toastmasters and do an excellent job. That's what I was learning. So I will say with that, every one of us listen to the person who gives you feedback. If you are not sure, go and ask that person what you meant by that. When you clarify that, then you can improve yourself. So the important thing is think it, ask for it if you are doubtful, or understand it, then you deliver it again. So with that, I'm saying the first step you have to take is to do it. Which is the difficult part to do is to just do it and put your name on the agenda to do the next speech, and do it, and you will learn a lot. With that, I say, back to you, Mr. Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Madan, for such a great and insightful speech. Both speeches were done excellent, and both had a lot to take in and take out from. And both of these speeches, to me, are a form of a souvenir of knowledge. Like every speech you hear, you always hear something new. Every meeting you go, you hear something new. So, thank you for a great speech session. And now I would like to begin our next fun session, which is called table topics. And for that, our table topics master is Navdeep Kaur. Before I even pass on, is she here today in the meeting?
We need a 1 minute break for.
Yeah, 1 minute break for evaluators. So timer, please, 1 minute. Okay, I guess we're good. All right. So yes, as I asked before, since we don't have our table topics master, Mr. Prabhu has volunteered to take up the role as a table topics master. So I would now like to pass the power to him so he can conduct our table topics session. So Mr. Prabhu, stage is yours.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster. Table topics. Aren't you guys all excited? It's that part of your school where your favorite teacher comes on, isn't it? It's just like that.
Yes.
Didn't we all have our favorite teacher, a pet teacher or whatever, and you are always looking forward to that session? And I think table topics is something like that. So that's why I did not want to pass this opportunity, because at least this one makes me the favorite guy, maybe not in other sessions. So what do we do in table topics? For the benefit of the first timers who have joined us today and who have never been to a Toastmasters meeting, I will explain. We just had what is called the prepared speeches session. So there were two candidates who had prepared the speeches and they presented it. Now we are going to do what is called impromptu speaking. The idea here is this will help you prepare your elevator pitch, which is a 30-second to a minute pitch. Usually if you are going for an interview and you're put in a spot, how do you respond to that question? It can be an interview or it can be anywhere where you're asked to come on stage and you're not prepared. How do you respond? So it prepares you for all this. And this is how we prepare now. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pick a few people at random and I will give them a question which they don't know, and they will have a minute to two to answer in any way you like. So be careful. Any way you like means you just take my question, interpret it your way, and you answer it your way. There is no wrong or right way. We are going to listen to you for a minute to 2 minutes, not 5 minutes. Please make sure that you look at the timer and try to wrap up your speech when you see the yellow and wind up. Okay, there we go. So I will pick I'll pick somebody who knows how to answer, and I will pick, let's see, let me pick Jamshed, Dr. Gul. Dr. Gul, are you ready?
Yes, okay, go ahead.
All right. Do you remember the very first souvenir that you ever received in your life, and what was it? Would you like to share it with us?
Can I stop you here for a second?
Yes,
thank you, table topic master. I still remember very clearly and vividly when I received my first souvenir, and it was the best teacher in my school, where I was teaching in Middle East, back in Bahrain. I think it was in something around 19 something, when I got this first souvenir of my life as a best teacher all in the school for the excellent results produced in the biology subject, that is over 99%. And with the students which I got, they were recognized also in the hall, and that was my first souvenir, and I kept winning that souvenir 5 consecutive years. That is my pride, that I stood first in the whole staff. My department performed so much very well that every year I got the souvenir for the best teacher award. And after 5 years, I left the college. I don't know who got after me, but I very clearly remember my first souvenir. I'm proud of that. And then I remember my second souvenir when I got my DTM in the Toastmaster back also in Bahrain. That was one of the best ceremony when I was the sponsor, I was the founder, I was the mentor at that time, and that I clearly remember 2 occasions, and that is all. back to the master tabletop master. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Gul. I know we all have our favorite moments when we were on the pedestal and we received something. So I'm sure, it probably took you back into a nostalgic moment and you're trying to recapture that today. Thank you for sharing those moments with us. I'd like to now pick on our timer, Mr. Venkata Nedunuri.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
If you were to receive a souvenir for your talent, what do you think you deserve it for?
So I, in my career, when I am working in, microbiology company, that's a biotechnology company. So we got a challenge to come up with one formulation. So that we have identified established a drug for a certain type of cancer, but that drug is not dissolving in any liquids. So to administrate the drug, we have to find some formulation that will dissolve and that is safer to human body, or it won't be clog anywhere. It should not precipitate inside. It should not store it anywhere. So we did a hard work. That time, I come up with a great solution, like with making some kind of some salt, metal salt, adding some metal to the drug so that it will easily dissolve to water. So that will help. That actually give a good result in formulation and for the further testing. So what I'm trying to say, because of my the thinking with the problem solution, I would be good. I will be I may deserve a candidate to have such type of nice appreciation, because I can able to work in a very time crunch situations with playing with the team members as a team. So I can say that I definitely deserve because of my critical thinking nature.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing one talent. I thought you were in IT and somehow you took us into a pharmaceutical area. And
yeah, that's the good question. I'm a chemistry. I'm a chemistry guy. I studied my chemistry. Initially, I started my work as a chemist. In Canada, so I have done my chemistry, and then I moved to IT. That one.
Okay, wonderful. So good to know your background. So you are a chemist with an IT. You are an IT person with a chemistry background.
Yeah.
That's okay. You and I share the same thing. And today I don't remember anything about chemistry because I'm also an IT person.
Okay, thank you.
And I don't know what I am today. I'm a Toastmaster. I'm doing some other things. But as long as you are progressing in life, I think that's what life is all about. Thank you.
You are our future president, sir.
All right. I received some private chat from a person who is mysterious. I have seen him before and he never wants to show his face. I don't know his reason. And I think he's also a Toastmaster, if I'm not mistaken. Mr. Prince, what souvenir will make you appear so that we know who you are exactly?
Good evening, Mr. Tabletop Toastmaster. I doubt it would be a souvenir. I reckon yes, if you wanted me to appear you might have to give me a computer that works, and especially for you being an IT person, you might be able to just do the magic. So if I sent you my old, well, used up 15-year-old laptop, would you convert it into a new one, which I could install Zoom on and make myself appear just out of magic? That is something that I would like to see happen. But, well, jokes apart, I think if there is a wish that I had for me to appear, well, the other way would be for you to send me a private jet, and I'd just be there, you know. Or if you knew Scotty from Star Trek, you could just tell him beam him up, and I'd be up there. So yeah, there are so many different ways of making these things happen. However, they are not really in the realm of reality, shall we say, and we'll just have to content ourselves with the facts that we are faced with in these COVID times, and well, just live on our little miserable lives in our little miserable corners. You being in Canada and me being in my little hole where I am. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Prince. I think you killed two stones by doing your table topics. You also fulfilled the role of a humorist, which our Toastmaster was struggling to find. So thank you for doing that favor to us with your little speech. And you you were successful in keeping your identity as a mystery. And I think this will become an advertising point for Malton at some point. I'll ask our PR to use this because we have a mystery person who never reveals, but he's always participating. I think that'll be a selling point for our club. Great. Thank you so much for participating today and contributing. Thank you. All right. Do we have time? And I'm just asking our timer if we have any more time for any more, or can we stop here?
We have 2 minutes time.
2 minutes time. Okay.
Yeah.
So let me pull somebody like new, Shilpa.
So we have 4 minutes time total.
4 minutes, so we can do 2 more then. Okay. So yeah. Shilpa.
Yeah. Hello. Yeah. Hello.
Okay. Shilpa, you were nominated as the president of a country, a small country, let's put it this way. You are now the president of that country. And one thing that you did not like about that country was the way they recognize people. What are you going to do to change that? And what kind of souvenirs are you going to bring to the picture?
It's a difficult question.
Just imagine you are the president, so you have all the powers.
I'll just imagine that I'm president and they're not recognizing my opinion or my advice, something like that.
No. The things as they were happening until you became the president. Recognition. That's why people's morale is very low in that country. Now you need to boost it up. So what are the things you are going to do as a president to bring it up?
Okay, just I'll take all the citizens, whatever they whatever they want, something they will, something they wish. So according to the country, how it can grow. So based on that, I'll just take this decision and give some good ideas or good things for the people to grow in their in their career or in their something. I'll just make improvement so that it can boost their lifestyle, something like that. So and that can give their souvenir means it makes whatever the decision I take, based on that they remember me, and so that it'll help them to it's very difficult. Sorry.
It's okay. It's no, you did a good job, and you kind of said what you want to do, and make it better for everyone. So one thing you could do is give out free money. That way you'll become popular as well, right?
Satishji, I will give them the chance to meet me and click
Oh,
a
okay.
picture. Being a
Wonderful.
president,
Being a president. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Do we have time, or one more, or we done?
No, I think we are well over time at this
Okay.
moment. It is
Okay.
7:02 and our GE session is at 6:53.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you everyone for participating. I think I hope you all enjoyed, and take away the souvenir that you participated today. Bye. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you very much, Table Topic Master. No, definitely for sure. Session was excellent. A lot of souvenirs to take away from that. But now it brings us to our third, final, and most important session, the general evaluation session. And now for this session, I would like to call upon our general evaluator for this evening, Miss Kiran Patula. So Miss Kiran Patula, the stage is yours. Thank you.
Thank you so much for today. Good evening, everyone. I'm assuming everybody's here in Canada, so I'm just saying good evening to all of you. The best part of any Toastmasters meetings, Toastmaster Satish said, is table topics. But to me, the best part of the meeting is the general evaluation portion. Why, you may ask? Because whatever happens in this part brings out the power from within out. So this is an area. This is the time when we can celebrate what we did well. We can look at areas that we can improve and bring out that power from within. Although the feedback is given to one particular individual, whether it is a speaker or a role player, I think we all can take away a lot of souvenirs from the evaluations that are given out. So without any further delay, I will now call upon the first evaluator for today's speech given by Carlton, the evaluator, Satish Prabhu, to give out the evaluation for Carlton's speech. Over to you, Toastmaster Satish.
I didn't realize I was on mute. And I think that is the number one phrase for this year. I am on mute. Carlton, whenever you take the stage, one thing that impresses me is how comfortable you are and how casual you deliver your speech. Very, very casually. I have seen even accomplished speakers get into some mode, when they switch from being the normal person to a person who's about to give a speech. So there is some body gestures or voice gestures that suddenly changes, and now they are in a different mode. It's like a button goes on and they start speaking. Yeah. I don't notice that in you. So when you come, you just kind of carry over yourself right from where you are, and you get into your, so we don't even know your speech started. So that's a good thing.
Okay.
What are the other good things I like about you is you come prepared. Your speeches are well prepared. You take so much effort in it. You put a slide show together. You pay attention to how the slides look. There are not too many of them. And which is some of the things that many people who present slides don't know. So you did all the right things. So message is there, but it's not fulfilled with words or graphics, which can confuse people. So those are some of the good things that I see you. So I think you should take over another thing, which is the presentation mastery. If that's a path that you're not chosen, it may be a well-suited path for you. What you did well was when you started, you explained what your speech is all going to be about. So we had no doubt about what you're going to say. You started off with a slide where you showed who your mentors were in your life, and we didn't have, so everything was very clear. So the clarity, as far as your clarity is concerned, your message is concerned, very, very clear. What I would like you to improve on, because we all like to improve. So you had some funny moments, but there was no impact the way you delivered it, especially with your older brother. You had an anecdote and you could have kind of played it in a drama and made it a little more humorous for us. So there would have been a little more impact when you said, you know, what not to do. So what not to do and how not to do. So you could have put it in a way where there would have been a punch and we would have all laughed at it, right? Like our table topics, the last table topic speaker spoke just like that. And the other things where you had clear sections, but they were not tied together. So there was a transition. For me, it was very hard for me to see why you're going from a slide which shows 4 mentors, which is part of your personal aspect of your speech, then to your quotes, and then to something else about the laws of the 33. I didn't see a connection. That's what I'm trying to tell you, is that there was not a smooth flow from one to the other to the, they were all 3 separate sections, and it felt like there were 3 separate speeches or 3 sub speeches in a speech. So if you could have involved your quote somewhere in your first part of your speech and the law of the 33% somewhere in your speech as a message or as a takeaway, and then tied it all together, I think I would have had a better impact of it. Okay. So other than that, I think the aha moment for me was the way you presented and the casual nature that you have when you present your speech. Thank you. Back to Madam General Evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Satish, for that crisp evaluation where you not only gave an opportunity for Carlton to celebrate the strengths he has, but also gave him some nuggets that he can think about and walk away to work on and improve. Wonderful evaluation. Thank you. I now call upon the second evaluator, Toastmaster Kamaljeet, to evaluate Toastmaster Madan Chauhan's speech. Kamal, over to you.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. Madan Uncle, I always like to listen to you. Your speech always inspires us in one or other way. Like today, you gave all of us an insight how to look at the evaluation points. Means we need to properly contemplate on all the suggestions given to us in order to improve or polish ourselves. Your voice was good. Your hand gestures were very good. The only thing I would say I was missing, like throughout all your speech, I was looking to hear your speech on which you received the evaluations from Mr. Satish. All you shared was the suggestions you were told to incorporate in your speech and to deliver your improved speech. But I was actually trying to understand, like I was waiting eagerly to listen to your speech. So this is all actually, I would say I noticed missing, and rest part, you are already an experienced Toastmaster. So nothing more to say nothing more to say. Thank you very much. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Kamaljeet, for that evaluation. Yes, it is important for speakers to make sure the project objectives are met. And you pointed that out. It is now time for us to see how we did collectively as a club. So I will ask upon the grammarian to bring forth the grammarian's report. While the grammarian is getting ready, fellow Toastmasters, there is a poll on your screen. Please vote for the best evaluator. I will now call upon our grammarian to give the grammarian's report, Toastmaster Rajendran. Toastmaster Rajendran for the grammarian's report.
Thank you, Kiran. So today, based on my observation, please correct me if I'm wrong. Like, I think I did my best to capture all the occurrences for the word of the day, souvenir. And the count is Satish mentioned 5 times, and Bukhari 2 times, Madanji 3 times, and Prince once, Shilpa once, and Dr. Gul mentioned 7 times. Finally, Kiran mentioned it in her evaluation speech once. So in total, around like 20, exactly the count is 20, which I did not expect to meet, but the goal was set to 10. It's good that we have met 20, and it's a double the actual goal. So I'm happy to hand over this back to Toastmaster.
Thank you, Grammarian, for that report. I will now call upon the timer to give the timer's report. Timer? Timer, Toastmaster Venkat.
Hey, yeah, so this is the first time, I'm doing as a timer Toastmaster. Unfortunately, my background is my device is not supporting the virtual background, but I try, even with the help of Paul, I try to manage. Sorry for that. Yeah, the first the speaker, Carlton, it's on time. It took 5 minutes. That's right. And then the second speaker, let me. The second, second speaker, Madan, is also, he took just 7 minutes. He's also on time. And evaluator, the first evaluator, Satish Prabhu, is also on time. He took 3 minutes. Second evaluator, Bola, it took only 2 minutes. Yeah, so that's the time at today. Thank you very much. Sorry if I did miss anything.
Yeah, you missed the table topic speakers. So one thing you should have also recorded.
Okay.
So anyway, it doesn't matter. Next time, you should. They are between 1 and 2 minutes. They were supposed to be. So
I can help timer there. All
really?
All table topics are within time limit.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Sorry for that. Thank you very much, Paul.
No problem.
Thank you, Toastmaster Venkat, for that timer's report. I will now invite our quiz master to conduct the quiz. Quiz master Vidya Chitta to conduct the quiz.
So hello everyone, are you able to hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so good evening, Toastmasters of the day, my fellow Toastmasters and all the wonderful guests. So today my role is as a quiz master. This is the very first time I'm taking this role, and I'm not going to ask you like who's going to be millionaire question. No general other questions. So I'm just going to ask you generalized questions which all our participants were talking about, and I'm going to test your learning hearing skills. How good you listen. So I start with my first question. I think I have 3 to 5 minutes, and I'll try to stay within that limit. So my first question is, Paul G was saying about military drills. So what is the purpose of this military drills and parade?
Camaraderie.
Synchronize.
And discipline.
Keep them energized, sharp, and ready all the time. Next question. How old is Mr. Paul and Madanji? As per whatever they say.
39 and 29.
35 and
No, Mr. Paul is 55, Madan uncle is 58.
The original one, what Mr. Paul G said.
35.
35.
35 and 58.
35 and 58.
58, yes.
So I said 55.
Whose mother's birthday is today?
Gursimranjit.
Gursimranjit.
Good listening. What is the goal? What was the goal for today's word of the day?
10.
How many times we achieved it?
20.
20.
Wow.
This is Rajeshwar's like first, second, third, or fourth Toastmasters role, like filling the blanks.
First.
Sorry, what? What was the question?
This is Rajeshwar's first, second, third, or fourth or fifth role.
Second role.
Second role as a grammarian.
Yeah, you can call me Raj. I think that.
Yeah, Raj.
There is nobody by the name Rajeshwar here, by the way.
It's Rajendra, yeah.
Rajendran.
Rajendran.
So this is why.
That was a trick question.
Rajendran Kalishwara Murthy.
Okay, you
Yeah,
play.
that means Raj. Okay. So Carlton shared his slideshow, and in that he mentioned Picasso's rising tide and law of dash dash dash.
33%.
Law of 33%.
33%.
Okay, who taught Carlton what not to do?
His brother.
Older
Brother.
That was a good one, Carlton. I really loved it. What movie Carlton talked about?
The Karate Kid.
Karate Kid.
Wax on, wax off.
Wax on, wax off. Yes.
What Madanji wants to improve on?
His diction.
Pronunciation.
Pronunciation.
Good. What Madanji learned?
To go with the
Focus.
pace, not to go fast.
Slow down, pay attention to his speech.
And think, ask if you do not understand anything, understand and do it.
Who Madanji wants to thank?
His feedback givers and his evaluators.
Who was that?
Mr. Satish Prabhu.
Yeah, right. Who has chemistry background in this? Over here?
Venkat.
One more
Satish.
person has it.
Venkat and Satish.
Both.
Sufficient.
Today's timer.
And what is the name of the mystery person?
Prince M.
Hence,
We don't even know if his name is Prince M.
And I give you back to Mr. Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
Thank you, Vidya.
Thank you very much. And with that, we conclude our general evaluation session. Now, before I end off my role and pass it on to the president for the closing remarks, I would like to have the opportunity to announce the winners. So starting from the table topics, please. The winner is our mystery person, Prince. Good job.
Congratulations, Prince.
And secondly, we have our evaluator, and our best evaluator is Mr. Sadesh Prabhu. And finally, for our best speaker, drum roll please, we have Mr. Carlton DeCosta.
Wow. Congratulations.
Congratulations to everyone. And with this, I formally end my role as your Toastmaster of the day. I'd like to pass it off to the president for the closing remarks. So, Mr. Paul Chima, stage is yours. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Mohammed.
you very
Great
much,
job.
Mr. Bukhari, Toastmaster of the day. Right on time. This is the first time we are right on time. 7:20. President takes over, but I won't be long. And I thank each and every one of the participants here. Without you, this meeting wouldn't have been successful. And I would like to invite our guests and ask for their feedback in 1 to 2 minutes time. If I can have Mr. Pratipal Singh Waghela to share their feedback with us, please.
Hi, hello everyone. I just joined the first time like a Toastmaster and Toastmaster there's a screen and this is very good setup. So I learned a lot of things like today you have given a one word and there's this kind of quiz. People have opportunity to speak and they have given a different topics. They just talk about a little bit, like for a while, 1 or 2 minutes. Then evaluate them very good manner. Mrs. Satish did very good evaluation about the speech. Then what to do, what not to do. The speech of both speaker was really good. So I think I can learn too much today in English, because my English was not that much good, but I think I can learn here, and I can improve my language. I can improve my communication skill. So it's a good platform for me right now. So I enjoy this meeting, and I hope I will do it again.
Thank you very much, Mr. Vagela. Really appreciate your feedback. And I guess we are going to have another egg crack soon in our Toastmaster Club with another Toastmaster being born.
Yeah.
So now, with that, I'm moving on to the mysterious person, Prince M. Mr. Prince M, can we have your feedback about the meeting, sir?
Oh, definitely, sir. It has been a privilege to be a part of this community. As you called it earlier on, family. And it is great to have a little peep into into your community and the way you manage things and the way you carry out things. It is so respectful of everyone, and I am humbled to be a part of this. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Prince. That's really nice to hear that. These words do give us encouragement, and we charge ourselves 10 times more. And while I speak with Satish Prabhu to find you a good computer, we would need your address. Please email text your address anytime you want. We may have some computer your way. Satish has a lot of money in his bank account, so he loves you. After all, president is president. So now coming over to our amazing guest, Venkata. Venkata, I'm blown away by your participation as a volunteer. Knowing nothing about it, that was our fault that we couldn't actually properly guide you with this. It was an oversight on our part, and they take full responsibility for that. But even despite that, you managed to run the timers for each and every person. I will give you a standing ovation for that, sir.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
I would like to have your feedback about the meeting today.
Today's meeting is very good. The nice speakers. I learned new things today, especially from Satish evaluation. I also see that comments in one of my presentation in one of my workshop. So I definitely, even though I'm not a speaker, but that evaluation definitely helped me to correct myself. Whenever I'm trying to give some presentation, I put some little bit drama to make it more efficient or more impact of that speech. I learned a couple of things today and on time. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, it's a very good meeting today.
Thank you very much, Mr. Venkata Nadanuri. Really appreciate that. It is amazing feedback. And I am wondering if I'm going to see you in our club forever. If you decide to join us, we only need one thing, commitment to attend most of the meetings as much as you can. 80-90% will do us a good favor, because whereas you want to learn, be better yourself, we want to learn from you and be better ourselves as well. So if you don't participate in the meetings, we will lose a learning opportunity from you. So for anyone who wants to join our club, we have prorated fee structure at the moment because it is starting June. I don't know how much we charge at our will, whatever you want. So I think it is $50 if you join, that is American, but that converts into Canadian. I think it is $65 that we charge. That includes one free pathway for you. You can pick your pathway from Toastmaster International, which is US dollars 20 worth. And that's how you can start on your learning curve. The fees once paid are non-refundable. This was fee structure for this term. For next term, We do not know how the committee will decide. Our regular fee structure was $100. I just want you to keep this in mind, but we need kind of assurance that you are going to be regular with us. And we promise you one thing: we will not leave any stone unturned to make you a better version of yourself. That is our 100% promise to all of those people who want to join us. With that, I think I have spoken enough. The meeting is about to be adjourned. We will still be here for a little while, which we call as parking lot discussion. So we can call off meeting right now, and I would like to give it back to our Sergeant Ram, Mr. Carlton Dickens.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr.
Are we not talking about the roles next meeting?
We will take them on Easy Speak.
Okay.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, well, thank you everybody for another wonderful meeting. I want to thank each and all of you guys for showing up. Just before we conclude the meeting, I'd like to just end on a quote by Epictetus. He's one of the Stoic philosophers. And he always said that the key is to keep company only with people who uplift you, whose presence calls for your best. And that's exactly what our Toastmasters is about. It's calling forth our best and being surrounded with people who have a growth mindset. And congratulations to all of you guys for taking some time to invest in yourself. And with that, the meeting is adjourned.
2 minutes before, first time ever, 7:28. Fantastic.
Thank you.
This is fantastic. Amazing. What a relief. Thank you very much, Kiran. Kiran was struggling to get into the meeting today. What happened, Kiran? Same link, same everything.
No, Paul, it kept asking me for my name and email. And as soon as I put the name and email, the same window pops up again. The same window pops up again. And
I was pranking you today. I was just messing everything.
There may be some truth to that. There may be some truth to that because even though it's on my Google Calendar, every time I click on it, it takes me back to a registration window, and unless I register, it doesn't let me go into the meeting. So there is something spooky about how it has been set up.
Spooky?
That's what I would call it.
It's a Halloween day. Dr. Gul, why are you hiding?
I had the same problem.
I'm here.
Oh,
okay. Yeah, show us your beautiful face.
No, because I was all the time listening the meeting in the car. I was driving and I was going somewhere, but I do not want to miss today's meeting. So that's why I kept my video off. So,
and how did you like today's meeting, sir?
And Satish asked me the question when I was parked. So that was a good time to talk on that. Yes, 2 minutes. Yes. And I think Satish was spying me behind my car.
He has surveillance cameras attached to everyone's car.
Yes. No, it was a wonderful meeting and I enjoyed it a lot. Although I missed last few meetings, but today, because of the new members, I thought it is very nice to see all the faces all together and the installation ceremony. Satish did a wonderful job for installing the new members. Very well done, Satish.
Indeed.
Thank you.
It was his idea.
No, of course, we have to do everything official.
Yeah.
I know, as he said, that there are few clubs they do not do, but even I never miss any installation ceremony whenever you get a new member. That is my habit. I learned it from my mentors, and I always do that whenever I have a chance.
So, Dr. Guru, I have a question to ask because it just hit my mind. We are going to get our new executive very soon, which will be functional from 2nd July.
Yeah.
And we want to hold an installation ceremony for that.
Yeah.
So when do you think is the best time to do that?
I think if possibly we can do in the first meeting, that is nice.
First meeting of July, when would that be?
4th July.
4th July?
July, Independence Day of US.
Okay, then we will have to schedule those minutes before the
Yes.
start of the meeting.
Yes.
Thank you, Dr.
And,
Gul.
okay, and because that is official, and then all executive member will be feeling that they are legally they are the executive leaders. No.
I have one fear, Dr. Gul.
Yes.
You know, when political parties